Meera said, if Sri Krishna wishes me to laugh, I will laugh. If he wants to make me cry, so be it. If he wishes to neglect me, who are you? I don't know. Never mind. If he decides to kill me with his divine disc, well, he is welcome too. But मेरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई, जाके सिर मोर मुकुट मेरो पति सोई. For me, Giridhar Gopal is my eternal beloved, irrespective of what he does and how he behaves. My divine energy Maya, consisting of the three modes of nature, is very difficult to overcome. But those who surrender unto me cross over it easily. We discussed in regard to this verse that Sri Krishna said that Maya, being his energy, is beyond the efforts of any soul. And by self-effort, it cannot be conquered. But when we surrender to the Lord, then by his grace, we can go beyond it. What is the meaning of surrender? Let's try and understand this. It's easy to say, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. But just saying it doesn't mean that we have reached the state. Surrender is a state of our consciousness. And it entails many points. But to understand it, it has been simplified by acharyas and scriptures and presented in this way. Anukulyasya sankalpaha pratikulyasya varjanam rakshishyatiti vishvaso goptritve varnam tatha atmanikshepakarpanye shadvidha sharanagati. This verse is in the Ahir Budhni Samhita. It is also in the Vayu Puran and it's also in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. These acharyas have said that surrender must entail these 6 points. And all 6 of them must be there. You can't say, I've obeyed 5 points, so I am 5 by 6th surrendered. If an airbus has got one wire loose, the whole airbus is not functioning. So we need to pay heed to all of these. The first, anukulyasya sankalpa. The personality we are surrendering to, God and Guru, to align our sankalpas with them, which simply put means to desire as per their desire. They desire us to be humble and pure, so you desire the same for yourself. They desire us to engage in devotion, you desire the same for yourself. A very simple thing. Meera said, if Sri Krishna wishes me to laugh, I will laugh. If he wants to make me cry, so be it. If he wishes to neglect me, who are you? I don't know. Never mind. If he decides to kill me with his divine disc, well, he is welcome too. But मेरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई, जाके सिर मोर मुकुट मेरो पति सोई. For me, Giridhar Gopal is my eternal beloved, irrespective of what he does and how he behaves. Some saints say that they adopt the policy, yes, God, always yes. Meaning, whatever God wants, that is what I want. Now, in practical life, it boils down to acceptance of life. Some people are always struggling with their life. They are struggling with their job. I don't like the job. With the city, I don't like the city. With their family, I don't like my family. So their whole life is in a discord with what God has placed them in. And the reverse of that is serene acceptance. The moment you are willing to accept, then all the inner turmoil ceases. One traveler asked a guide, "How is the weather where we are going?" The guide said, "It will be the weather I like." And the traveler asked, "How do you know it will be the weather I like?" He said, "Because if ever it is the weather that is against my likes, I have learned to like it in any case." So it's just a question of acceptance. That is why some people need the weather to change to be happy, and the others carry the weather with them. So that Anukul Sankalp, as we discussed, Anthony Ray Hinton said, whatever falls from the heaven is only auspicious. So God, I don't know what you want. I can only guess. You can only know exactly what He wants after God realization. Before that, you have to make an educated guess based on His scriptures, based on the Guru's teachings. This is what He must be wanting. So I will try my best in accordance with that. But if the reverse comes, then I guess it is what you want. I will just resign to it, accept it. That is why the second point is pratikulyasya varchanam. Not to do a pratikul sankalpa against the will of God. So if you go deeper, why is this forbidden? Because the constitutional position of the soul is servant of God. The soul is an energy of God, and the energy's duty is to serve the energetic. So being God's little soul energies, we are meant to serve Him and please Him, which means to do as He wishes and not do as He does not wish. So, of course, you should try to make your life a success as per your understanding. But if things are not working out, then not to complain against God, why did He do this to me? The moment we say, why did God do this to me? The surrender breaks. So there's a beautiful verse in the Bhagavatam. It says, Bhakti will become your Dayabhak. Dayabhak means Uttaradhikar. Means like you receive property from the parents in the will. So our parent, his property we receive. He will bestow it, his divine property, on us souls, if we fulfill these three conditions. Tatte nukampam susamikshamaano bhunjana evatma ritam vipakam ridvagvapurbhir vidadhan namaste jivetayo bhakti pade sadaya bhak. Bhakti pade sadaya bhak. What are the three conditions? Tatte anukampam susamikshamaano. Keep waiting for the divine grace. Don't lose patience. Arey, he has forgotten me, he will never grace me. Be optimistic. He will definitely grace me. If there is a delay, the delay is from my side. Tere karam mein kami nahi. Tu kareem hai. Kusur mera hai. Jhootha ummidwar hu main. I have not made myself eligible for grace. That is why the delay. Hence, in matters of grace, the policy should be Ram naam ratte raho, jab lagi ghat mein pran. कब हुंक दीन दयाल के बनत पड़ेगी कान. Keep on doing your devotion with full faith. One day he will definitely accept me. Second condition. Bhunjan evatma kritam vipakam. Whatever joys and sorrows come in your life as a consequence of your past karmas, accept them without complaining. These are all our karmas that we are getting the result of. Somebody went to an acharya and said, "Why is my life in a mess? Why has this happened to me? Why has that happened to me?" So the acharya was a little bit forthright, outspoken. He said, "Because you are a rascal and you did bad karmas in the past." That's the fact. Anyat bhuktam anyat vantam. We did something else and we want something else. So we are getting the consequences of our karmas. Just bear with them serenely. This is the second question. And actually, it is through those adversities that we grow, that we rise, that we lift ourselves. Because growth means what? There is reason to be disturbed, but you are not disturbed. There's reason to be attached, but you are not attached. There's reason to be proud, but you are not proud. There's reason to be irritated, but you are still calm. That is the meaning of progress. And such progress only happens in adverse situations. Now, Swamiji can give you the theoretical knowledge, but how will it translate into wisdom when you face those situations? So, serenely accept. And the third, Rid Vag Vapur Bhir Vidadhan Namaste. With your body, with your Vani, your words, with your mind, keep offering your respects to God. So stay positive, stay devotional, accept the karmic reactions and be optimistic. And He Himself will bring you to that point where you become qualified to receive the divine grace. And then there will be no delay. Sakrideva prapannaya tavasmiti yachate. The scriptures say that the delay will not even be 1 by 186,000th of a second. That's the speed at which light travels. What is the speed of light? 186,000 miles a second. So not even that fraction of a second delay will be there from God's side. The moment we create the patra or the vessel. So the second point in surrender is pratikul varjanam. Don't desire against His desire. And the third point then is to have faith that He is protecting me. If He was not protecting me, how would I digest the food that I am eating? Imagine this food gets digested. Sri Krishna says in a later chapter, there's a fire in the stomach, Jataragni. That is so powerful, it digests even stone if you happen to eat it. So that is His protection to us. He knows that we need oxygen to breathe, and He has created the plants that produce oxygen for us. They are automatic air purifiers. So He has ensured that He is protecting us. So do not feel fearful. Oh my God, what will happen? If you have an insurance policy, well and good. You don't have an insurance policy, I'm in the Lord's hands. He is taking care of all the creatures in the world. The little ants are by the trillions. And you don't find, oh my God, 1 billion ants there died. Whatever they need is provided. And the elephants, they eat so much. And he has equipped them for it. So we study this nature of elephants here in Odisha, which is elephant country, because the elephant used to very nonchalantly break our wall and come inside and eat the gobis, the vegetables. And I saw how God has equipped the elephant with such a fantastic memory that 365 days he goes to 365 places. Because such a big creature, if he repeats, people will be all ready. And not only that, when he comes, nobody throws stones at him. Because we all know elephants can remember. He will remember, you chucked a stone at me 20 years ago. All right, they've been known to finish people like that. So it is God who is protecting. This is when we are not fully surrendered. And when we choose to surrender ourselves, have full faith, like Draupadi did, then there'll be a more powerful and direct intervention.